Exactly what's happening as we take a look at the latest radar, because we have seen thunderstorms just explosively develop, literally from nothing to upwards to 50,000 plus feet in about, roughly 30 minutes time. A possible tornado in this particular cell as it's moved north of Omaha. This particular severe thunderstorm cell with tops above 50,000 feet is in Harrison County, pretty close to the towns of Logan and Woodbine. Jeff Morrow here at the Weather Channel is just across the Missouri River, and occasionally I think we'll see some lightning behind him. Jeff, just what's going on there right now?
Well, Vince, I think we're just on the other side of that storm you were just talking about. Unfortunately, right this second, it's covered up by some low clouds that are going by. However, the top of the anvil, you might just be able to see up there, up above me, some lightning flashing in and around this storm over the last several minutes. It looks like the heaviest of it is just passing by to our east. The wind here is really, really incredible. It's been gusting at times probably over 40 miles per hour, just blasting up from the south. Haven't had any rain here yet, but some really spectacular sights as far as the clouds are concerned.
Okay, so a while ago we were looking at some of that cloud-to-ground lightning literally just behind you across the river. Now, you were telling me a few minutes ago about a flanking line that was almost overhead. Is that correct?
Yeah, a little bit earlier, Vince, we were talking about a flanking line. That seems to have either passed by toward the east or is covered up by these gray clouds we're looking at right now. But yeah, there were some huge buildups of bright white puffy clouds lining off to the south, and some rain coming out from underneath that. And when that line went by us, we had some really gusty winds here. I think that's when it was gusting the highest, upwards of about 40 miles per hour. We're losing our light here pretty fast, but we can still see the flashes of the lightning off to the east, Vince, and they're becoming pretty numerous.
Okay, well, we will go ahead and plan to be back with you again live in about 30 minutes. In the meantime, let's go back to Weather Channel forecast studios and show you just exactly where this heavy-duty weather is headed.
Okay, thanks, Vince. Let's go ahead and give you a rundown of where the watches are still in effect. Parts of Minnesota.
Up here too, and a lot of dust, but off to our west, almost continuous lightning from the second squall line, which I would estimate to be about 25, maybe 30 miles west of here and rapidly approaching. Looks like it may be moving over us over the next hour and a half, so we're going to have to batten down the hatches for that. So this area of Nebraska not only getting the severe thunderstorms a little bit earlier, but now we're getting a second dose, a double dose from Mother Nature here on the Nebraska prairie, and so it's looks like it's going to be one of those nights out here in the plains.
Okay, appreciate that, Jeff. We've of course had a lot of reports of severe weather. In fact, Chandler, Minnesota, southwestern Minnesota, evidently devastating damage there. We hope to have some video to be able to show you in a few minutes of that. Right now, let's head back for our forecast.
All right, thanks a lot, Vince. And indeed, we were showing you that intense line of storms that are working through eastern portions of Nebraska, approaching the Omaha area where Jeff was just reporting, seeing that lightning off to his west. Other areas that have been very hard hit by severe weather have been southwestern portions of Minnesota. We had one tornado cell move on up toward the northeast, this one here. More intense storms now coming on into that state, even some intense storms approaching the Duluth area. So some nasty weather, to say the least, in this part of the country. And because of all the nasty weather rolling east, it'll probably hold together for many more hours over the nighttime hours. So pay heed. Tornado watch here till 3 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Another tornado watch here till 11 p.m. just about to expire in another half hour or so. This tornado watch out till 5 a.m. in the morning across much of Iowa, and this tornado watch in effect till 3 a.m. Central Daylight Time. All of these issued by the Severe Storms Forecast Center out of Kansas City, Missouri, and they've had a busy night, I'm sure, with all this nasty weather, and we'll continue to keep you updated here on the Weather Channel as to when severe and damaging thunderstorms may be approaching your area. So most of the action here in the upper Midwest and the northern plains states, still some rain, welcome rain in Montana. We had some thunder showers during the afternoon hours. They're starting to diminish now in the southeastern portions of the country. Here's the way the current map looks. It is this low pressure system, kind of the major piece of energy now heading on over that very hot air. Jeff's been talking all day about the gusty south winds bringing in heat and very high moisture, and combine that with this frontal system, and that's what's giving us the severe weather in this part of the country. Let's see.